Hello everybody and welcome to the channel. I'm Christine. I'm glad you're here. Welcome to a really rusty intro. I haven't filmed in weeks and I can tell, what do I do? How do I turn the camera on? Where are the lights? What am I doing? Is the audio going? You probably can tell because I had filmed in advance before I went on a beautiful 1-week vacation to Iceland, my leftover days from last year that were given to me by my horrible corporate job. I was able to really just get out of the country, get away from the real world for a week and just enjoy a beautiful time in Iceland. If you follow me on Instagram or if you took a look here on the community tab, I also shared some pictures there. It was really beautiful. It was really wonderful to just get away from the state of the world and just to get out for about a week. It was wonderful. I'm currently still recovering from a cold because there were at least people from 3 different continents on that small island, and my immune system is currently working overtime. So I'm recovering from a cold. You can very likely also hear that. I'm back to filming now. Today is International Women's Day. Happy International Women's Day. Fun fact, that is a local holiday in Berlin. And it means nothing because it's a Saturday. It just means that all of the shops are closed now. Unfortunately, if a bank holiday or a local holiday, this is specific to Berlin because we have so little vacation time compared to the other federal states in the country, we don't get those days on a Friday or on a Monday. If a holiday falls on a Saturday or Sunday, it just falls on a Saturday and Sunday. Today, I wanted to take a look at more network marketing companies that are struggling. This is part 1. In one of the upcoming videos, I will dedicate an entire video to another network marketing company that is struggling. And today we're going to take a look at 3 different companies and why they are struggling. It looks like the days of network marketing companies, the way they operated years ago, those days are truly over. Now, that doesn't mean that network marketing will go away, and I'm sure they will come back in some way, shape, or form, but I find it really interesting to watch the downfall of network marketing companies in real life. Let's take a look at the first one, Tupperware, because Tupperware is struggling massively. Tupperware has withdrawn from Europe and is currently focusing on other parts of the world because Tupperware has discontinued its operations in Europe, and according to an article from Focus Online, that has affected over 100,000 employees, which is not 100% true, but we will take a look at that. Orders were delivered from Tupperware until the end of January, but Tupperware has ceased its operations in Germany and in Austria and plans to withdraw from other European countries as well. The reason is because the company filed for bankruptcy at the end of November after the US parent company ran into financial difficulties. This led to around 350 employees, actually employees from Tupperware, who were let go in Europe, especially in Belgium, where they had a fulfillment center of sorts or a warehouse or also a production plant, I believe. Lots of people were let go there. In Germany alone, 60 employees were let go, and a total of 100,000 consultants. Those are the independent consultants. Those are the ones who throw the Tupperware parties, and in Germany alone, those were almost 12,000 people. The end of operation also affects other European countries such as France, Belgium, Italy, and Spain. And in addition to the sales companies, production facilities, they're also affected. A plant in Belgium, which employed 270 people, was closed in January. And in the future, the US group wants to focus on other markets. That doesn't mean that Tupperware ceases to exist altogether because the company will rebrand as the new Tupperware company. The company had to recognize that the party model that they have, it was actually the first time that I ever got in contact with a network marketing company via those Tupperware parties. My sister's friends sold some of the Tupperware stuff, and those were the typical Tupperware parties where you got together and the host got a gift and the guests got a gift, and then you purchased the products. I think that Tupperware is also one of those companies, one of those network marketing companies that are a good example that the products can actually be good, they can be decent. I still have some Tupperware in my kitchen and it still works fine. So those are actually companies who have products that were sought after. Unfortunately, they decided to not just sell that to retail customers, to use this in the MLM model. It was announced that Tupperware will become the new Tupperware company. The company wants to rebuild, as what is quoted in articles, with a startup startup mentality, and they also want to focus on other territories. I mean, it makes sense that you need to move on and you need to stay up to date as well if this party model is simply not functioning, if it's simply not working anymore in a day and age where people are looking for simplicity and for authenticity. Then those party models, in my opinion, or those sales structures in general, they're not necessarily helpful. And while we have very likely our minds on other things at the moment than housing goods or party goods or kitchen goods, kitchen items, if you can get your hands on the products for cheaper because you cut out a lot of the middlemen, although network marketing companies and also the network marketing distributors many times say, oh, we're cutting out all of the middleman. That's why you profit from amazing products that are super cheap. It's obviously not in a day and age where people want to save money and still get their hands on good products. The companies also need to cut corners and they need to cut cost. In this case, we will see how the company will position itself. They want to focus on the US, Canada, Mexico, Brazil, China, Korea, India, and Malaysia. And then after the company focuses on these markets, they might open up in Europe again and in other European markets. So we will see. Tupperware is not doing well, and we will see how they will reposition and how they will rebrand. I hope that they drop the network marketing model. I don't necessarily think that will fully happen because Asia still seems to be a profitable market for them, but we will see. I will keep you updated on this one. So Tupperware is currently out of Europe, and I'm not mad about it. Then another interesting news that is currently still ongoing is that Paparazzi jewelry, they sell those $5 ugly jewelry. Yes, they're not operating as a network marketing company in the United States, in the state of Washington anymore. In an email that is available on Behind MLM, I will link the site down below. If you want to stay up to date with news about network marketing companies, I would encourage you to take a look there. You can also donate money for the person to be able to continue their fabulous job. Paparazzi's email is posted there. Take a look at it. Take a look at more behind the scenes information if that is of interest to you. Paparazzi no longer offers its consultant program in the state of Washington. Now, to be fair, they stopped doing that for legal purposes, for regulatory purposes. I don't know if that means that Paparazzi as a whole is struggling, but at least in the state of Washington, it will have an impact on the current consultants and also on their uplines. There are a lot of consultants who are truly heartbroken, as is the case when they hear the news, those who live in the state of Washington. And there are videos over videos over videos on TikTok where people are really sad. They cannot continue to work because they live in the state of Washington. You're still, at the moment at least, able to purchase the products there, but the consultant program, the network marketing side of the program, ceases to exist in Washington. And a lot of people are heartbroken and actually consider moving states.
I've been crying myself to sleep. I wrote them an email and told them, like, I've been doing this for 4 years and I have customers in over 30 states. All my accomplishments are basically trash. I just hit life of the party. I won't get recognized for it. I won't get any recognition for all the hard work. I was this year on track to maybe leveling up to the next level, and now all the points, they have points depending on your, your orders and everything, and all my points are trash. My accomplishments are trash. The hard work for 4 years.
Given market forces and changing business conditions, we have been considering the future of our Washington State consultant opportunity. You will no longer be a Paparazzi consultant on March 31st, 25. You will qualify for any accrued March 25 commissions earned between March 1st and March 31st, which will be paid out as per the policies no later than April 20th. After cancellation, Washington residents may purchase accessories as customers from other paparazzi consultants at retail prices, but may not enroll as consultants. Once your account is canceled, you can no longer represent paparazzi as a consultant, but you can offer the sale for existing inventory and keep the proceeds from the sale. Any Washington consultant who has remained in good standing with paparazzi and moves to another state may enroll without waiting as normally required by paparazzi policies. I mean, that is just pure madness. Think that you're changing your location, that you change states because you want to continue to spend money on paparazzi and try to make a meager income, very likely. That is wild to me, but I'm sure that some people might actually consider that and might actually move states if it is convenient to them. And then they have very clear instructions about the Washington inventory buyback. Now, if you ask yourself what the given market forces and changing business conditions are that paparazzi mentions in its email, in an article by Legal Newsline, it says that paparazzi resolves pyramid scheme allegations with $1.9 million settlement in Washington, and they also shut down the consultant program. They're withdrawing from the state of Washington. After an investigation by the Attorney General's office in the state of Washington, because of allegations of paparazzi operating like a pyramid scheme, surprise, the company has agreed to pay $1.9 million and to change its business practices in Washington state. And the resolution comes after finding that paparazzi violated the state's Consumer Protection Act and Anti-Pyramid Promotional Scheme Act. The Attorney General Nick Brown announced that over 7,000 Washington residents who sold jewelry for paparazzi will receive checks averaging $180. Our investigation showed Washingtonians were clearly harmed by paparazzi, Brown stated. Advertising too good to be true returns on investment is one of the ways companies and individuals try to deceive Washingtonians. One of the co-founders, Trent Kirby, is not happy about that announcement. He is currently going Nutcracker City on social media and he tries to save face, I believe. It is really funny to watch. You can go, for example, to Julie Anderson's channel. She actually made fun of him in the way he reacted when he positioned himself as the strong leader of paparazzi, pretty much saying that Washington State are liars. They have decided to change the business model. They have decided to withdraw from the state of Washington and they are going to figure it out. But no, of course, they're not a pyramid scheme. And it is not the first time that paparazzi got into a lot of trouble. So paparazzi, at least in the state of Washington, doesn't look too good either. And I truly do hope that the consultants in the state of Washington use this as a sign to wake up and don't just blindly follow the leaders, move to another state. Because, I mean, there's a reason why paparazzi makes that offer in their email. You can just come to another state and then work for us. Now, I do believe that some people very likely will do it because if network marketing companies, as I do believe is the case, operate like a cult, then those cult tactics will very likely work with the people who have been with the company for a while, who still believe in the goodness and in the greatness of the company. And for sure, those who have the biggest teams, they will have to take action. They will either have to go to a new network marketing company or they will very likely move states to sustain somewhat of the team they have built and to be able to sustain somewhat of the income they have made. But I do hope that it's also a red flag, and I also hope that it's a warning sign for those who are not that deep in the cult mentality of paparazzi to wake up and to take this as an opportunity to leave the network marketing company. And the final company I want to talk about today in this video is Monat. You're like, what? We already know that Monat struggles, yeah. But do you also know that Monat France does struggle? Do you know that potentially leaders are getting ready to leave Monat? A top distributor in Monat in France left the company and will join Pharmacy once the company launches in France and in Italy on March 15th. This person signed up under Isabel Sanchez, who is now also former Monat Hun in Pharmacy. She is one of the two people who got yelled at because they left the company. And one of the owners, Louis Ordaneta Sr., he actually yelled at them for being whores and for being baptized in cocaine water. I mean, good job yet again, Luis Ordaneta. You really outdid yourself there, and it's not going down well for them because this person signed up under Isabel Sanchez as well. This video will come out before the launch of Pharmacy on March 15th, but she left Monat for the Turkish makeup and beauty MLM Pharmacy, and she wants to take her team with her as well. Diane had a team of more than 1,000 market partners, and according to her on reels and on stories that I unfortunately do not have recorded, so you can take all of this with a grain of salt. This is somebody who said, well, if you don't do much in your network marketing business and if you don't show a lot of progress, you need to rebuild your team about every 3 years. That's how it works in MLM, so much to sustainability. She also allegedly said that she understands that she could never make as much money as a US distributor or a US director in the United States, which is also what I believe. She was at the car rank. If she was a director, she was also eligible for this, but she didn't get the car because she didn't want to be trapped in Monat. A lot of the higher French Monatans have the car and now have to pay for an overpriced Range Rover. She actually visited Pharmacy already, where she showcases that. She allegedly already has more than 500 Monat people who are going to follow her to the new network marketing company, which would be a good chunk of people leaving Monat France. She also was invited to Pharmacy's European convention. So that's a smart way to introduce your downline and to introduce people to this new business venture, which is unfortunately another network marketing company. But if you can get your foot in the door early on, then the Huns will try it. And it just shows that Monat doesn't pay as well as the leaders always like to promote, at least not in the territories that have recently launched. So it looks like a good chunk of people are going to leave, and if more people have signed up under US distributors who have already left for other network marketing companies, I suspect that is a trend we will also see over and over and over again in modern nature in Europe as well. Because if your paycheck is down, and if you already know that you will not make as much money as you would like to, and if you know that modern nature's car program is a trap to keep you in the company for longer, then I think that a lot of people go into this business opportunity with a very clear mind, and they very tactically want to work with a network marketing business structure, very well knowing that a lot of people on their team will lose money. I personally find that disgusting, and I don't find that acceptable. I don't find that okay. But of course it is good that she's leaving modern nature. I do hope that a lot of people will wake up to this and will also wake up how not sustainable network marketing is. If according to this person, which of course is just a subjective opinion, you need to rebuild every 3 years, sustainability, no. You will never have a quiet moment because in those 3 years you consistently have to work, then you have to jump to another MLM and you have to try to work with a completely different team, a new team, try to get new people on your team. And then you very likely also have to regularly switch network marketing companies to make that possible. So I will keep an eye out on this person and also if this is a trend in Monat France, but also in other countries like Monat Spain or in Poland or in Lithuania or in the UK. If you have access to any of this content, you would like to share it with me, you would also like to contribute content to these videos, then please feel free to do so. I always have my Instagram and also my emails linked down below. You can write me a message or you can write me an email. You can share the content, upload it to your Google Drive, and then I'm happy to include that into the videos. Find it really interesting to see because Monat is currently making such a big hype about the new launch in Germany, which went really, really well, as you will see in the next video, and also in Belgium. It didn't go too well. It was really cringy and it's not a great success and it's rather embarrassing. But I will update you on that in the next video. And now the people in other territories, they've been in that for a year and a half. They're already leaving. That is a sign that Monat, also in Europe, is not doing well. In part 2 of this video, we will take a look at another network marketing company, and it will be a dedicated video just about the changes of that network marketing company because another MLM had to change their compensation plan because it looks like they're not doing that great either. They claim differently. They say everything is wonderful, but we do see that with Sensi and with Young Living changing their compensation plans, It's not looking to fly, also not for this company. But that is also one of the upcoming videos. If you're interested in that, then stay tuned. As of the day as I'm filming this video, we're also close to hitting 3,000 followers. That would be absolutely amazing. That would be absolutely wonderful. So if that's interesting to you, then subscribe. Then that way you don't miss out on videos and you can support the channel as well for free. A big thank you and a big shout out also to the channel members. I appreciate your support. A big thank you and a shout out to everybody who regularly watches these videos, engages in the comment section. There's a community of people who share their thoughts, who share their information on network marketing companies. And I love to see that. That is really, really cool. And I might be able to also add more information to the topic of network marketing companies struggling. Because let's just say that things are happening over here and that the videos that I'm posting, specifically the German-speaking videos, they're causing some stir up. People are not necessarily happy with me making videos that are critical about network marketing companies also in Germany and in Europe. So stay tuned. I think at the moment is a good time to watch network marketing companies and their struggles and how they want to position themselves for the future. If people change network marketing companies at an even faster pace because they're not able to make enough money anymore and they're not able to sustain a certain lifestyle, then this is a cycle that is moving quicker and quicker and quicker. And at warp speed, at some point, the system will fall apart. So I do hope that maybe in some of the future videos, I can announce that another network marketing company closed down its network marketing model. We will see. Thank you once again for your support. I really appreciate it. Happy belated Women's Day. My body is currently working overtime and luckily I'm already over the hump, but I also have to film some more videos today. So if I sound nasally in the other videos as well, you know why, because I had to film them today, because it's a Saturday and that's the day when I film my videos. If you like these types of videos, then please subscribe. You can comment something down below, give the video a thumbs up. I would really appreciate that. And if you like these types of videos, then hopefully I will see you in my next one. Until then, cheers!